Welcome back to Casey's Garage. Today we are going to be replacing the left front wheel bearing or hub assembly in my '03 Hummer H2. It's right here. So, gonna get it jacked up, get the tire off, and get the brakes off. See how it goes. I have a ABS light on traction control for the speed sensor not functioning. The bearing itself ain't bad. It's just the magnetic ring or the electric ring type of thing on the inside isn't working, or the sensor's bad. So we're gonna get to it here. I'll set you guys up here once I get this thing jacked up. I gotta get a caliper off and my wire. I'm still not awake right now. That. And then I can take this guy off the caliper. Brakes are still about half, which is good. A little toasty. And we need, looks like, an 18. And I fluid filmed this entire truck, so I'm hoping that everything just unbolts and comes right off for the most part. But we'll see how true that is. I've had good luck so far with all of that. I think I would need a deeper one of these. 21mm. Alrighty. Quit ever putting them on this tight. caliper in a little bit. Kind of chilly this morning. Your rotor off. And then you should have 4 15mm bolts. And then should be it. Thinking about straightening this back out though to do this. Here's this little wire. And granted, my method of taking these out isn't what everybody else would do, but that's how I've always took them out. It's the only method I found that really works. You know, I've tried all those other fancy tools. Everybody says, oh, use this puller, that puller, slide hammer. I've yet to see you take them out. Unless you live in like a rust-free place. Well, now where I freaking live, you ain't. I mean, fluid film's an amazing product, but we'll see if it has helped any. I mean, I can try and take you guys off my little pedestal here. Remember, this is my hub face from fluid film. There's no rust at all. And yes, this bearing has never been replaced on this truck. When I first got it, I couldn't get my rotor off, so I just sprayed it down. Said, screw it, I'm going to run the brakes the way they are for a little while. And after, I don't know, 1,000 miles or so, a few weeks, months went by, took it right off. So, I don't know if that's a hint of what it can do, but I know the stuff really works. Not paid to say it. I just use it because I know it works. I've coated the Hummer, the Trailblazer, Kia, the Ford, pretty much most of my fleet. Yeah, I can get some power tools out and do this, but it is only like a little after 7:30 in the morning, and some of the family's still sleeping, so they don't need to be hearing me impacting everything. And granted, I'm about to start wailing it with a hammer, so hopefully they're up soon. saw it move. I'm pretty sure it wasn't my imagination. It's moving. I can take my axle nut off, or the hub nut. Which I believe is a 35mm. Somewhere in here. This is 34. Oh. Oh, my markings are wore off. There you go. So 35mm hub nut. And then, wiggy wiggle. You see the fluid film in the back in here. That's insane. And you actually can see how oily it is right here. So that just shows you the fluid film can make it in. That's crazy. Get it no closer. See how clean all this is? That just shows you what rust proofing and spraying constantly on your vehicle can keep it from happening. I guarantee you I can go out to the yard or get another vehicle and I'd be beating on it for the next 20 minutes trying to get it out. I don't even have to do anything to put it back in, really. I'm just using a rag to wipe the stuff off, so all I gotta do is go get the can, spray some more in here. And we're pretty much done. So, let me go get that, be right back. Wondering, we're putting it back in. It's like I think they're like $150. Somewhere's in there. I mean, granted, I have a commercial account, so things are a little cheaper, but I think for the most part they're about that much. You ding dong, you put that on backwards. Now you could put Loctite on your bolts if you really want to. But by the time I do this again, I mean, even though we're sprayed, you know, usually this part here will get some rust on it, so I mean, otherwise, I can show you what I use. Let me go get it. Alright, so the stuff I was going to show you, I apparently don't have any more of. There's an orange bottle, a thread locker. It basically goes on with the, like blue, so you can get it off, but it has the strength of red. Now how they made that happen, I don't know. But that's what they did. Like I said, most people don't ever put thread locker back on them. You don't really have to, I guess, but this is what keeps your tire from falling off your vehicle. You know, these bolts come out. Everything goes with it. Haven't personally seen it happen yet. I don't want to be one to find out. No, they're not torqued yet. Get everything tightened up. Now, besides there possibly being a broken wire further upstream, I'm just assuming that's the wheel bearing because I've never had any other problems. Yeah, I could have ran a different test, but 98% of the time it's a bad wheel bearing. Unless I get to look at the draw this time and find out that it wasn't. Alright, basically 1820 or something mark. I know they're over 100. It seems awfully tight. I remember being that freaking tight. That was 110. If I do more Google searching, probably find a better spec, but really, ain't quite long enough. There we go. And then we just spray on more of the stuff on here. See how clean my rotor is? Okay. They're just two big 21mm mounting bracket bolts. I just take those off, it's easier. This goes click. Doesn't actually click. Well, I guess they can click if you get it right. Make sure the fingers are out. Now I'm reusing this one just because I know it'll break taking it out. And there's nothing wrong with it anyways. There's a hole up here somewhere for this to go back into. right there. So, this is your connector. Got a little foot here to pick up. This sits in a push-in. And here's your other one. And it wraps around through. Like I said, your mounting bolts are right here. One down there and one right here. Now he's got to tighten up the caliper, tighten up the axle nut, and the show is over. The ABS light already went out. I mean, I'll clear out the codes anyway, just so they're not in there. I don't really know what the torque specs is on half this stuff. I know we're over the 110 mark. Let's see where we're at. Puts us at 120. Moved just barely. So, either way, I'm happy with that. And you can Google all this stuff, get better information. You know, if you have all data or any of those, maybe your best bet. The numbers I'm throwing out there is what I remember and briefly what I read in my phone. In all honesty, considering it's my own vehicle, you know, I'm not too concerned. I know they're tight, I know they're not coming off. Now, if I was working on somebody else's vehicle, absolutely they would be torqued what they're supposed to be, without a doubt. I gotta tighten up the axle nut and we'll be done. And that, I need to get my big torque wrench for. The granddaddy snap-on is up to like 300 foot-pounds. Now if you're not all-wheel drive, even though I am, I'm still going to do it. You're close enough to the ground. Take a pry bar, stick it between a couple of lug nuts. You can get it in here appropriately to do this. And you go the other. Come on. you put the you can put a screwdriver in here too if you're not torquing very strong, because you can break these. Put a pry bar on there, hold it, or you can put it on the ground, or any number of ways. Granted, I'd like that to have been a little different, but alright. So wheel bearing is in. Nothing fancy. Kind of a boring video, but like I said this morning, I'm not exactly ambitious right now for being all funny and all that random good stuff. Just trying to get this done at the same time. I got a few errands I gotta go run. Not that I don't have another vehicle to drive, because I do. Take this off. Anyways, there you have it. Replacing the front hub assembly, as they mostly are known as. We used to call them wheel bearings for sake of conversation. But yeah, the only thing left for me to do on this, which I'm not going to bore you with that, is I got to wash it and vacuum the inside. There's no point in videoing all of that, because I've done that before, and well, it's pretty much the same thing over and over really. But that'll be all. Thanks for watching.